All right, time now to turn back to meteorologist Cedric Haynes here in the Storm Alert Center for a check of our cold forecast on this Tuesday afternoon. Cedric.
Yes, Latrice, another below average day is heading our way. In fact, well below average across the Tennessee Valley once again. Right now, we actually have warmed up quite a bit from earlier this morning where many folks were down into the low to mid 20s. Officially in Chattanooga, we dropped down to 29 degrees. We're up to 46 degrees currently this afternoon. So yeah. Talk about a heat wave, right? Look at these feels like temperatures still making it feel like it's in the lower 40s because of that northerly wind at about 10 miles per hour. That's also ushering in some very dry air as well. So let me show you the numbers in your neighborhood because it's still 40 degrees in Athens. We've got 44 for Calhoun and Dalton, 43 in Lafayette, 44 Fort Payne, and 45 degrees for our friends in Scottsboro, 43 degrees in Cleveland, and over towards Murphy, 42 degrees, and up along the plateau, still in the mid 30s. Now you combine that with this wind out of the north. These are sustained winds, which basically mean they're constantly blowing at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Yes, that's giving us a wind chill, which makes it feel a little cooler than the actual temperature. Feels like it's still in the 30s in many spots out there across the Tennessee Valley. But that's not the only thing it's doing. Of course, you combine that with the dry ground fuel, the leaves, the brush, the grass that we have out there, along with the breezy and dry conditions and the ongoing drought conditions. And yes, that means a high fire danger again for most of the Tennessee Valley. And we have a red flag warning that's been issued for northern Georgia. But really, the entire area needs to be aware that the fire danger is elevated once again. It's been a while since we picked up that 2.5 to almost 3 inches of rainfall across parts of the area. So again, if you can avoid any outside burning for the rest of the day, just do that. That's going to be the best case scenario for us. Now, as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon, lots of sunshine. Temperatures climbing in the mid to upper 40s across the area. Again, well below normal, but it'll feel better because the sun will be out and hopefully that'll at least give you a little bit of feel like it'll be kind of better. But notice as we go into the evening hours, those temperatures drop off quickly once the sun sets back to the 30s. And it's not going to stop there. The temperature will continue to drop through the evening hours. So we'll go mid to upper 40s this afternoon. We'll call it cold sunshine across the area. And again, well below average for this time of the year. But get ready for tonight, likely probably the coldest night we've seen so far this fall season, as we officially have not arrived in winter yet. We're talking teens, fairly common north and east of the city, from Dayton, Athens, 18, 19, 17 over towards Murphy. 18 in Blue Ridge, so the warm spot may be Chattanooga once again at 24 degrees tomorrow morning. So it's going to be quite frigid out there for us through the overnight hours. Now, we've got quiet conditions as far as weather conditions go across the Tennessee Valley. Cold air continues to surge in from the north, and we'll get one more bout of even colder air coming in as we go throughout tonight. But I want to take you off towards the west coast here because you see this upper level low here? That's going to be our next weather maker. It's going to move across the southern half of the country, a very El Nino-like pattern, and bring us a decent chance of rain as we get towards the weekend. So as we take a look at your temperatures first, you'll see the cold air turns colder for us as we go into your Wednesday morning. High pressure slides to the east. That gives us that return flow and pumps in warmer temperatures across the area as we head towards the weekend ahead of that storm system. But as you'll see, very dry air in place across most of the southeastern half of the country, but that will transition out. And by Thursday, we start to see that deeper moisture coming up with that wind out of the south. And that deeper moisture arrives as we get towards Friday and kind of hangs around off and on through the weekend. So for us, that means rain chances fairly low the next couple of days, up to a 60% chance of rain on Friday. And then there's some disagreement right now. We're still trying to fine tune the rain potential for the second half of the weekend. But right now, the way it's tracking on our next big thing, I want you to focus on a good chance of rain on Friday. And that may be followed by more rain chances sometime in that Sunday or Monday time frame. Again, we'll just have to fine tune that as we get closer. But yes, the good news, beneficial rainfall heading our way, maybe an additional 1 to 3 inches, which would be quite nice. Here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Below average temperatures turn to above average temperatures, but rain chances, Latrice, sadly, just in time for the weekend.